Now chat, listen. This teacher right here, I gotta show you her game. This girl right here, bro. I don't care. Nope, don't care. Oh my god, my mom calling me. Hold on. Yeah, chat, bro. I ain't lying, bro. I don't send them to hate.
I'm not wearing anything underneath, and they're like, okay, we have to pat you down, and I low-key look forward to it.
Oh, hey, ladies. What's up? Oh, no English? Wow. They must be a lesbian. I'm a boy.
Do you wear a ring?
Since my last video, huge streamer Valkyrae got the whole internet wondering as to why she's out there talking about how she loves big hot dogs from Costco on her podcast despite pushing 40. Twitch streamer Rakai is getting cooked by the internet after somehow graduating from high school. Even his best friend exposed him live on stream. Looksmaxxing streamer Testicular got a brutal reality check after flying to France for a fashion show because not only did he get humiliated by countless people who hate him, but looksmaxxer Testicular also took the opportunity to prove that his looksmaxxing courses that he sells for $300 worth by picking up multiple women in France, just for all of them to reject him, which caused him to crash out live on stream where he started coping about how all women in France must be gay or something, which is definitely why he got rejected. And finally, my favorite looksmaxxing streamer Androgenic is getting harassed in public, which forces me to come to his defense. Now we have to start by talking about Twitch streamer Rakai, who's getting cooked by not only the internet, but also by his best friend after finding a way to graduate from high school. Now I'm not going to pretend or LARP as someone who's knowledgeable about streamer Rakai. In fact, the only reason as to why I know who Rakai is thanks to this viral clip from XQC where he was forced to draw Rakai in less than 20 seconds when he was playing a drawing game with his friends. And I'm gonna be honest here, guys. You do not want to draw Rakai in less than 20 seconds, because let's just say that nothing good will come out of that. Yo!
Okay.
Oh wait.
For me to draw.
You need a little taily, huh?
Wait, my camera.
Smash like and subscribe if XQC was set up right from the beginning. But to give you some quick context as to who Rakai is, he's essentially a kid who got propelled to stardom thanks to Kai Sennett, one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, who gave him a shout out on top of collaborating with him multiple times. But thanks to Kai Sennett, Rakai is so popular nowadays that he's now collaborating with huge YouTubers such as MrBeast. And by the way, Rakai made such a good impression on that MrBeast video that he even went viral for telling a Spanish YouTuber from Spain to go back to Mexico. But here's the thing, guys. You know how most streamers and most YouTubers are out there playing a character on camera and that it's actually a compliment when people say that, oh, Queso, for example, he's one of those rare streamers who's actually genuine and who's not just playing a character. Well, let me just tell you right now that Rakai is also one of those rare streamers who's genuine and who's not just playing a character. But when it comes to Rakai, I'm not saying this is a compliment. In fact, it might as well be an insult.
Play that. You gotta accept your order. Alright, accept the first pickup. Play that.
Oh, because whenever he's on stream, he's always out there acting like a brain-dead moron.
It can all spark to make a strong artwork. That's how I would define the sneaker equation. I would say these sneakers have gone.
Bro, first things first, why does it look like he's trying to fight the book instead of reading it like the way he's reading?
Say these sneakers have gone.
Like, it's like he's trying to fight the book. But imagine my surprise when I found out that Rakai just graduated from high school.
I'm done with school and what? And I don't go. Chat, we're having a graduation party. I don't go. We're gonna have a graduation party. I'm gonna fight every single body. I'm gonna fly out every single body. Have everybody there. Lit good vibes. What? Feel me?
There is no way that in 2026 you can graduate from high school and get a GED despite having the reading skills of a 2-year-old who takes the short bus.
It can all spark to make a strong artwork.
Nah. Something's not adding up. Hold up. Nah. Does Rakai have a terminal illness? There is no... I was going to say that the only way I can see Rakai graduating from high school is if somehow the government gave him a Make-A-Wish or something. But make no mistake, guys. Despite what you might believe, I'm not hating on Rakai here. Even Rakai's best friend is out there exposing Rakai for not playing a character on stream, but for actually being a horrible student in real life. And even he's perplexed as to how Rakai managed to graduate from high school.
Everybody put a congrats in the chat, bro, for Rakai, man. For me, my boy finally graduated, bro. He finally a grown-ass man, bro. From now on, okay, finally, for me, do start to him, bro, because he a grown-ass man right now. But I still don't know how the US system works, bro. Like at the end of the day, I'm still a Rakai hater, bro. Like, how he didn't go to school for the whole 2 years and still graduate, bro? Like, that's how He's a U.S. citizen, is, bro. That shit up. What you mean he can graduate, bro? He never went to school. He never went to a school. I never seen doing homework and shit, bro. How the fuck he graduate? That's a fucking problem, bro. That's a problem of U.S. education, bro. That's the reason everybody is so dumb over here. Cause look at Rakai, bro. If he can graduate, anybody can graduate, bro.
Well said! Well, not in the literal sense, of course, his Timu English could have been a little bit more eloquent, but when I say well said, I'm saying that I agree with him. I agree that if someone like Rakai can graduate from high school, then anybody can! Guys, I used to see parents cry tears of joy after seeing their kids graduate. Brother, I wanna cry after seeing Rakai graduate because he's single-handedly proving that GEDs are worthless nowadays. And let me be clear here, Rakai's friend exposing Rakai for being a horrible student who doesn't deserve to graduate from high school, that's actually a big deal. Don't fall for the Asian, he must be smart stereotype, guys. Because Rakai's friend is also brain dead. I mean, he's been caught driving live on stream on the highway with no seatbelt on while looking on his phone, on top of doing annoying news and streamer jobless stuff with Rakai.
Well, you know what we did wrong?
You can't go around soliciting people for money.
You know what?
So their problem is that you guys were going up to customers and asking them for money. And a sign on the door says no soliciting.
Hey, all you guys aren't welcome back at the Walmart, okay?
Okay.
If you come back, you'll go to jail.
Never?
Never.
For what? Follow! Chill. Forever. Whoa!
So let me be clear here, guys. Rakai's friend telling Rakai that he doesn't deserve to graduate from high school is the equivalent of the dumb kid who repeated his grade twice telling you that you're stupid. You do not want the regard telling you that you're regarded. But this is where things get much worse, guys. Remember when I said that Rakai is one of those rare, genuine streamers who's not just playing a character on stream? Well, turns out that he's not only brain dead in real life, but he's also a nuisance in real life as well. Well, turns out that Rakai was prevented by his own school from walking the stage when graduating, because they feared that Rakai would cause a disturbance. But this angered Rakai so much that he went live on stream, crashed out, and doxed the teacher who prevented him from walking the stage.
Now, chat, listen. This teacher right here is the reason why I don't walk the stage, bro. And I could have walked the stage, but since it's because of her, she won't let me walk the stage. I don't give a I gotta show you her game. Cause it pissed me the fuck off. And when I was in school, and I'm not saying send hate to her, I'm just saying, like, this girl right here, bro. I don't care. Nope, don't care. Oh my god, my mom calling me. Hold on. Yeah, chat, bro. I ain't lying, bro. I don't send up the hate. I like her. I like that teacher a lot, bro. Cause you know what I'm saying. Like, yeah, she let me graduate, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean, she let me walk the stage because you feel me. So that's what I'm saying. But nothing but God, nothing but bless for her. God bless her soul, and I hope she has the best life she could have in her life, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want y'all to do anything or anything like that. Actually, at all, please do not, chat. I pray y'all don't.
Bruh, is it just me or does Rakai talk like he just graduated from kindergarten and not from high school? Smash like and subscribe if you agree. But I just love how Rakai's out there telling to his audience of kids, oh, by the way, guys, this teacher that I'm right now, I despise her. She's the reason as to why I couldn't walk on the stage. But then he hits us with the, oh, by the way, guys, don't send her any hate, though. Nothing but love to her. Rakai is such an instigator, bruh. It's not even funny. But here's hoping that Rakai, I should probably put the I Show Speed gif here. Here's hoping that Rakai, now that he's got his GED, matures from here on out and becomes a productive member of our society instead of becoming another Jack Doherty. But now we're gonna talk about Twitch streamer Valkyrae, who's got the whole internet wondering as to why she decided to goonbait live on stream a few days ago.
Why don't you take the sweater off? Oh, because I'm a freak and I like to wear nothing under my sweaters. That's why. Yeah, sometimes bra, sometimes no bra, sometimes I'm free balling down there. Who knows? It's kind of funny because every time I get on a plane, I always wear an oversized sweater, but I never wear anything underneath. And so when I go through TSA, they're like, ooh, are you wearing something under your sweater? You have to take your sweater off. And I was like, I'm not wearing anything underneath. And they're like, okay, we have to pat you down. And I low-key look forward to it because it's like a little mini massage. I'm like, okay, yeah, pat me down. And pat me down like, ooh, nice.
Now, she did follow up by saying that she's joking.
Okay, I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh my God. It's not actually a massage. It's not long enough. But it does feel nice.
But I'm gonna be honest here, guys, that TSA story seemed a little bit too specific for that to just have been a joke. Which is why a lot of people on the internet started asking themselves whether or not she was really joking there. And some terminally online people on Twitter ended up finding clips of Valkyrae talking about a bunch of sus stuff that nobody asked for on her podcast about a year ago. For example, here she is talking about how she loves big hot dogs from Costco for some reason.
You like
I do. I'm a loving girl.
Oh god.
I'm also like such a submissive type, you know. I just love like a big
You're so
man, you know.
yeah.
I'm very submissive.
Oh my god.
I like to be, you know, scolded, told what to do.
Let me remind you that podcasts initially became popular because of how it allowed people to learn about educational but interesting stuff like space, geopolitical, or science stuff while driving to work. Now imagine unironically listening to the Valkyrae podcast while driving to work. What are you learning? That your favorite streamer likes glizzies? Like, what did we just listen to? Now here's another clip from her podcast which actually seems to line up with her recent slip-up live on stream where she admitted to loving being frisked by the TSA because of how she wears nothing on her hoodies.
Admittedly, I forgot to wear underwear today. And Emily got these really cute pajamas and my might be showing. So if you guys saw my I'm so bad. I'm so sorry. I like sleeping naked.
Okay, first of all, how the fuck you gonna forget your underwear? Hey, that's like me saying, I forgot to wash my cheeks. It just doesn't... Alright, I already know I'm gonna get some crusty motherfuckers who are gonna type in my chat, I don't wash my cheeks. Okay, bad example, guys. All I'm gonna say is that I've never forgotten to wear my boxers before going to work, before going to school, because there's just something wrong with letting your meatballs touch your pants. But not only do these clips show us that Valkyrae has a clear track record of goon baiting, but most importantly, that last clip right there proves to me that Valkyrae is actually giga freaky. And there is no way she was joking when she said that she loves to be frisked by TSA. Because here she is in her podcast talking about how she loves to be exposed, about how she forgot her underwear, about how she's flaunting her sus parts in front of her co-workers. It's just not adding up. I mean, imagine if I invited my homie to my house and then he just randomly told me, oh, by the way, I forgot to bring my boxers. You think I'm just gonna ignore that? Oh, hell nah! Get the fuck out of my house, you weirdo! Those clips of Valkyrae goon baiting also got ratioed by a lot of people, such as huge YouTuber WestJet, a Canadian YouTuber who posted Valkyrae's age, which I'm pretty sure is him implying that it's embarrassing for someone who's pushing 40 to choose to humaniate herself by goon baiting for attention, instead of doing normal things that streamers do, like playing normal video games or talking about topics that aren't sus. Now, it's one thing to goon bait, but it's another thing to pride yourself on not having an OF and on never making an OF because you don't want to be called a 304, even though you literally speak like the average OF photo-less girl.
Oh, I would love to walk the street naked whilst getting like...
Yeah, I purposely left that part out of it. I didn't say the naked part. That was sort of the one I left out.
Yeah, but I would like to walk down the street.
That wasn't the question.
Naked.
And that's the thing, right? How are you going to guilt trip the weirdos who are asking about you making an OF when you're literally on record saying the freakiest stuff ever on your podcast and on your streams?
But now, do you have only... Do you think I do? Do you think if I had an OnlyFans, you'd be asking if I had an OnlyFans?
Yeah. Tell them! Okay, no yelling today. Okay, I'm turning down the mic. Yeah, these little kids act like they wouldn't already know if their favorite content creator has an OnlyFans.
Uh-oh, the streamer who blew up with Among Us is out there admitting that the people who watch her and Pokimane are kids, and yet she's still choosing to goon bait? Surely she's not self-reporting here, guys. That's who Valkyrae is, guys. Just like Pokimane.
Men and women, we love each other.
Thanks.
And we hate the rich.
Aren't you the rich?
No!
Valkyrae is also a virtue signaling holier-than-thou influencer who will guilt trip you as soon as things don't go her way. Don't believe me? Well, let's look back at an incident from a few months ago that involved Valkyrae and her boyfriend at the time, streamer Hassan Abi.
America deserved 9/11.
But Valkyrae's boyfriend at the time, Hassan, was in hot water for going full electro wizard on his dog with the help of a shock collar live on stream.
It's the same reason as to why America... Kaya, please just f***ing go... Just stop. Jesus Christ.
But this incident made a lot of people, including huge streamers such as XQC, upset, understandably so.
Chad, the likeliness of this being is like 98%. Looking. No more arm movement now. Guys, 99%.
But this incident also opened a lot of people's eyes as to how Hassan was able to keep his dog inside of a 1x1 box for more than 4 hours per stream. Brother, the dog was probably scared of being hit with a lightning bolt. But people started to come to the conclusion that for Hassan, his dog is nothing but a tool that he conveniently put behind him inside of a 1x1 box so that it could be recorded by the camera to keep his viewers entertained. But the reason as to why I even bring up this incident in the first place is because this is what Valkyrae had to say about Hassan throwing lightning bolts at his Minecraft dog.
It's kind of crazy. You would think that this kind of outrage, we would have seen it towards like the genocide and stuff, but you know, this priorities in this world are not where they should be.
But the funniest part about this rant, as you can see from the like-dislike ratio that looks like a BBC, is the fact that she went on to play Valorant for the next 4 hours.
On me, Chloe.
Just swing while they're looking at her.
Last player standing. No, I should stay in the smoke. I should stay in the smoke.
And the worst part about all of this is that she sucks at Valorant. But why is she playing Valorant instead of worrying about Palestine? God forbid that people worry about multiple things and call out multiple bad things at the same time. But you see what I mean now when I say that Valkyrae is a virtue signaling holier-than-thou person who will shamelessly guilt-trip people. But that's right, guys. According to Valkyrae, you're a horrible person if you're out there worrying about people admin abusing their Minecraft dogs instead of worrying about real issues. But don't look at Valkyrae though, because she's probably gonna keep playing Valorant and keep sucking cheeks in that game instead of worrying about real issues. But no wonder the internet is getting tired of Valkyrae pushing this fake family-friendly virtue signaling persona, despite goon baiting all the time even though she's pushing 40, and even though she prides herself on not having an OF. But now we have to talk about looksmaxxing streamer Testicular, who recently went to France to attend a fashion show. But looksmaxxer Testicular has been so desperate to prove to all of us that his looksmaxxing courses that he sells for $300 work, that he's been doing Riz streams where he goes ahead and picks up women in France. Now those Riz streams have been doing so well that people made a 3-minute compilation video of him getting rejected by women there.
If you want to join me and him, we'll show you a good time later.
I'm hanging out with my friends right now.
Hey, listen, I said later, you know, if you want to come to the clubs, that's totally fine. If not, all good. Alright, take care.
Take care. French girls are different also, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
In Miami, you go up, you say, hey, you want to
Yeah, here it doesn't work like that.
But what can you expect from someone who sincerely believes that the only thing that you need in life are good looks? I mean, he is right about one thing. If you are trying to riz a girl, the only thing that you need are good looks. If the girl that you're rizzing is a 304 or a gold digger. But you'll soon come to find out that if he's trying to riz a girl worth keeping and worth marrying, good looks but an F-tier personality aren't gonna cut it. But you know what, guys? Maybe I'm the one who's wrong. Because remember, guys, according to looksmaxxer Testicular, the key to success in 2026 is to drop out of college and to buy his $300 looksmaxxing courses instead.
Instead of taking, like, your college degree funds or whatever, your college account, and paying a ridiculous tuition, it's like, go get a double jaw surgery and MOG, and you know, your life will get exponentially better. You'll have more career opportunities, because that's all that matters in interviews, right? Is looks.
Yeah. But Testicular came up with a brilliant cope explanation as to why he's been getting rejected non-stop in France. According to him, the women who rejected him must all be gay or something.
They must be a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, right? Like, that's the only logical.
They just don't want to get clipped. That's it.
No, like, but like, if it's not a IOI, like they like me, like they have to be a lesbian. That's how I think about it. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I respect it.
But despite rejection maxing, Testicular went on Twitter and said that he took over France faster than Napoleon, just to get community noted, where it says that the user got humiliated at different places throughout the weekend by different people. He in fact did not conquer anything. And then for some weird reason, Testicular crashed out again on Twitter, wrote a big paragraph about how the gene pool in France must be cooked or something, and a bunch of other weird stuff like that, just to get community noted again, with a note that says scope, on top of listing a bunch of video examples of Testicular getting humiliated in France. Now I checked France Twitter and they really don't like Testicular. You've got a French personality giga ratioing Testicular with 200k likes, saying Tiki or who are you in French. Here you've got someone saying that Testicular got you. Wait, is that Charlie Kirk? Even in real life, Testicular seems to be getting cooked by French people.
Okay.
Well, let me grab my phone.
Whatever you need.
Okay, thank
And a
you.
speaker?
Yeah, get the speaker.
Hey!
On.
What a
I will personally never support people who stream snipe, to berate, harass, or yoink from people in real life. But I'm not going to Pikachu face and pretend that I'm surprised that this is happening to him. When you're out there rage baiting friends by saying that they're pool must be cooked or something, and coping about how women in France must be gay and that's why you're getting rejected. Well, no wonder they hate your ass. But the thing that crossed the line for me personally is this recent drama involving Testicular, where he went to a fancy restaurant in France just to order a burger.
Bro, this is like not even edible.
No, it's gross, bro. I'm not.
What the fuck? The bun falling apart. Like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, motherfucker wearing like a bow tie and a dress down suit, like, to serve me some dog. Yeah, nah, hell no.
Bruh, how the fuck you gonna go to a fancy restaurant in France and order a damn burger? Once again, no wonder they hate your ass. This is the equivalent of me going to a fancy restaurant in Italy and then ordering some dame sushi and then saying, "Ugh, the sushi in Japan is way better than this. Italian cuisine is so disappointing." Bro, I guarantee you I'm getting kidnapped by the Italian mafia if I do that. Order a signature dish like the bœuf bourguignon or something, bruh. Not a dame burger. But moving on. We finally have to talk about my favorite looksmaxxing streamer, Androgenic, who's the guy who got his wig snatched a few months ago. Well, turns out that he got stream sniped a few days ago by two weirdos who thought it would be a funny idea to harass him.
I prefer but
Oh, you look like something though.
that's okay. Rage bait failed.
What?
Rage bait failed. Go next. What's the next?
I don't really care.
No, what's the next rage bait?
These two girls are just weirdos. Like, how are you going to go to an influencer and say, "Huh, do you like meat? You look gay," and think that you're cooking? They probably thought that they would embarrass him by doing all of this, but no, the only thing that you accomplish by doing this cringe stream sniping is make the looksmaxxer Androgenic look good. In fact, I have to give some props to Androgenic here for not only keeping his composure, but also for calling these Brennan morons out for being weirdos.
Do you have makeup on?
Yep. Do you?
Yeah, I do. Because I'm a girl.
Yeah. That's right off. I'm a boy.
Do you have? Do you wear a ring?
Whoa.
Do you wear a ring? Fucking Don't
And then these two weirdos got triggered so hard after realizing that they couldn't cook Androgenic, and after realizing that they were the ones being cooked as a matter of fact, but they then tried to snatch Androgenic's hat multiple times. And the cherry on top is the fact that the girl who was trying to yoink the hat then says, "Don't touch me."
What? Is this a joke?
So let me get this straight. The person who's around the looksmaxxer and trying to yoink his hat gets to touch him, but he doesn't get to shove her and gets to protect himself? I just don't get it, man. These B-words tripping. Smash like and subscribe, or I'm going to yoink your meat.